Yeah, Jadwiga, when you suggested that we have this chat today and we speak about feminine energy, the divine feminine, masculine and feminine, you didn't even know it was actually National Women's Day in my country in South Africa yesterday. So happy Women's Day. And,
Happy Women's Day to you too.
and
That's wonderful.
yeah, it's a
Hmm.
beautiful lead into celebrating women and celebrating the feminine energy within all of us, masculine, whether we are male or female, we all have masculine
Hmm.
and feminine
Hmm.
energy. Or if
Hmm.
we don't identify as either masculine or feminine, every single one of us has masculine and feminine energy within us. And so this is not speaking about only women, but our conversation is broader than that. And we're speaking about the divine feminine within all of us.
Hmm.
So you chose this topic today. Yeah,
What when you're saying, when you're bringing those two energy, the Tao symbol comes to my mind with those two beautiful fishes swirling, and for me, it's also dynamic system. The movement is already included there, and there is an eye in at
yeah,
each, which reflects that opposite energy. But the symbol is of such a beautiful flowing balance in that, yes. Love it. But it's everywhere,
it's
everywhere.
everywhere. It's
And
also,
you know,
no, I was just gonna, the yin yang symbol, it also, for me, has within it the as above, so below, as within, so without. It encompasses everything in that beautiful flow and synergy.
mhm. Oh, I wish for each of us to be right exactly like that. You know, it's like, how did we learn about feminine, masculine? It's like, do we know much about that? It's like, for example, I give you my life example, if you don't mind. My father died when I was 7, and my mother never remarried. So there was just my sister at the time went study in Warsaw, and there was just the two of us. And she was playing masculine and feminine role every day. It's like the masculine figure wasn't there, and yet she had to be both. So in my young life, I didn't differentiate at all what was masculine, what was feminine energy. It was just all together there.
I think actually that is probably more common than the other example, than having, especially in the last few thousand years and the way the world has been. Like for myself, I know I spent a lot of my life very much in masculine energy. And my children were quite young when I got divorced. Their father was involved, but very much on the day to day, I had, I was a lot in my masculine energy, and I wasn't that consciously aware of it back then. It was just, this is what I've got to do
Mhm.
to get the things done. So it was very much, got to get this
Mm.
done, the energy of got to go earn a living, even in the wording. You could, like, these systems that were in the words that we use, that we just take for granted. And
Mhm.
I was very much, got to get this done, got to, running the family, running the household, doing the things. It it took me a long time to actually realize that I am not operating from my feminine energy, or not very often. I
Mhm.
was dipping into that, but it was not in balance. I was not operating from that place. I was in strive and hustle and get things done and be in my masculine. And I actually think that that is a huge part of society today. And it's partly how we were trained, even in school, to be in that system and in that energy.
It is everywhere.
Yeah.
It is everywhere, and I feel like this is energy of the nervous system. You
Yes.
know, the brain that knows, the mind, the head, and it's like, but it's also a broken heart and disrespect of the body, the objectification of the body,
Yeah.
you know, that I feel we not only to fend ourselves through life, be strong, be reliable, be responsible, and yes, earn the living,
Yeah.
but also protect the vulnerable part of us. The part which nurture, the part which, even if we have families and even if we care for everyone around us, and even if we're choosing caring profession, there is always that masking, that layer of protection.
Yeah. It's,
And
and we're taught to think that that within us is vulnerable or weak or wrong, even, instead of that's actually where our power lies, and nurturing that instead of guarding and protecting it, which is then the guarding is the masculine again, where
Mhm,
to be at peace with that, and connect to that beauty and energy and receptiveness within us, and let her out and operate from like that space of this is me and this is how I choose to be in the world. And we need both. We need to be in our masculine sometimes and
of course.
get things done, and then flow in our feminine. That balance is so important, and where we're operating from. And I think it's getting much more mainstream now, and lots of people are talking about it. But even a relatively short time ago, this was very unconscious.
I think that in the community of our people, we naturally were drawn to the people of the heart, to the people with whom we felt comfort, with people which we can have a girlfriend to girlfriend talk. And and also, I feel like for me, the opening to the spiritual aspect of the feminine, and and women in my group, which also related on that level, helped me find my own feminine, vulnerable place to be with others when I feel brave enough, courageous enough. But sometimes it is difficult. Sometimes I walk in a room and I feel this is place where I need to be guarded. I better not say anything. So I don't know percentage wise or whatever how many women is still under pressure to create, to make living, to be strong, to be defending themselves and never really like. Also, I've heard very recently that all autocratic systems are starting to put women down, and that is so sad.
Yeah, I think it's been, well, that's been for a long time, but it feels like it's changed direction a little bit lately. But I just want to come back to something you said earlier. You were speaking about other women have helped you also tap into this, and it's been the same for me, which highlights how important community is. And being in community and feeling that resonance with others, where, yes, this feels like a home where I can speak my truth completely. And the place I'm getting to now is simply doing that anywhere, anyway. And this is how it is, right? Because I think for a long time we've guarded, I have anyway, of where can I be completely myself? And is this room okay? Is it safe for me? And that guarding, that puts us in a corner. And so it's just
Mm,
being authentically ourselves and letting ourselves shine. And we're not for everybody. No one is for everybody. No
that's
one.
true.
And if
That's true.
people don't resonate with that, that's perfect. It's simply being yourself. But coming back to the community point, I think that's also where I learned to tap into this part of me that I had actually stomped down and forgotten to a large extent because I was just in drive mode for a long time. And so, like being in community with women and feeling that you can kind of slowly tap back into that part of you, and then it changes who you are. Like it coming to that whole flow and ease versus the striving. And it's not about not doing things. And we also tap into our masculine energy when we need to because we have the balance. But that actually letting yourself receive and being in that flow and getting things done, but from a different perspective and a different energy instead of, I have to make this happen now. So it's it's been a journey for me and one that I am still on. I think we're all on our journey to some extent, and
As
it's
long as
a
we're
beautiful
here.
journey.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. What you saying, you know already that my latest thing is becoming water.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's about rhythms of a different fluid. If we are in arterial blood, there is different doing. If we are in venous flow, the flowing changes. If we are in a CSF, the different quality shows up through fluids and they all meet in the heart, which is so beautiful. And I mean, and there is everything in water, consciousness and flow and rhythm and avoiding obstacle and cleansing and submerging into it. So
Surrender.
it's and surrender and but also parting and making space for each other.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't want to go to nervous system and work through nervous system any longer. I want to work through fluids. from that place of allowing and seeing what's happening.
That's beautiful. I think what I've realized is all of these different things. Like I speak about nervous system safety a lot and embodiment, and all of these things are actually so linked. It's all different wording and ways of expressing similar things. If for you it's the water at the center, which I absolutely love that. It makes so much sense to me and it's so intuitive. And also water connected with emotion, just all the links and the symbolism of that. That is naturally a way of regulating the nervous system, of just feeling that, that safety and that belonging and that out breath, right? And the same with divine feminine. I've realized how connected divine feminine is to the different things I do, because I speak about being in flow and ease, which also links to the water, and not the
Mhm.
striving and the energetics around that, about receiving, increasing your container, what you can hold, the like actually connecting to your body, which has links to the divine feminine, it has links to the water. Like everything is actually different people's way of expressing what we're all beautifully being shown. And we have our ways of saying it, and I think it's beautiful. And like the just on that head and body part is so many people are living literally just in their heads and very disconnected to their bodies. And part of that receiving, part of the flow, part of the just beingness is actually reconnecting to your body. Even just moving the hips. That's again like the water, like the flow, right? Moving, breathing, feeling the
The
breath.
hands or the spine.
Yes,
Yes.
the spine, feeling the breath into your body, feeling your feet on the
Mhm.
floor, like reconnecting to
Mhm.
your body and the wisdom of your body, which also helps bring you into the feminine energy. So yeah, it's like a map with many different parts and ways of saying it that are just different ways, I think, of looking at essentially the same things.
Mm. I loved it. I loved it. And honestly, when you see people working with the body, the light workers, as you say, or body workers, I sometimes say, but I don't like the term somatic practitioners. No matter if they've studied Rolfing, Feldenkrais, or body mind centering, or other discipline, when they really tune into the tissues of somebody else's body, it looks like they are in the same space, meeting the other person where the other person needs to be met.
Yeah. Interesting you should
It's
say that.
merges.
I was, I'm also a craniosacral therapy practitioner, and I was doing a session about 2 hours ago. And I really kind of went into this deep place, and I was almost meditating on that very thing that you've just said while I was doing that is like you actually like feeling into someone else's body, into their energy
In
field,
our
into their
own body.
tissues. And yeah, and so I've just experienced that again now today. And every time it's like humbling and a gift. like each
Such a
and every
place of
time.
gratitude.
Yeah,
Yes. And communion. And it's like communion. It's like being together. And that's for me again the flow, the
yeah.
water, the interoceptors and exteroceptors, you know, flowing in and out. I mean, I mean, there is so much to discover when we open, when we allowing, when we are patient, patient to receive it and take it in.
I love the I love the way you use water in your, and I know you've got a program, Becoming Water. I think it's so apt because we talk about flow all the time and being in flow. It's just one of the ways that the whole concept of it really resonates with me. And I was actually watching something about water very recently, and it's things I knew, but it's always good having that reminder and hearing it in different words. Is water itself, just looking at actual water itself, we we often think, oh, it's just normal, we're surrounded by water, yeah, yeah, yeah. But water is a very strange substance. It doesn't obey any of the other rules. Like even just a simple thing of ice floating on water, water goes denser, denser, denser till about, I think it's 6 degrees Celsius. And then as it goes denser after that, it
It's
goes lighter
expansion.
instead of heavier. And if it didn't do that,
Shrinking, yes.
the entire ocean would be frozen on the bottom, apparently,
Mhm.
because the water would go colder, cold. It would be cold at the bottom. And probably we wouldn't have life on the planet. Like, because water doesn't obey the rules,
Mhm.
and because it's actually a very mysterious substance. And the more like people look at water, scientists, the more they actually go, wait a minute, and start looking into water, it actually just opens up more and more questions. So water itself, as normal as it is to us, is deeply mysterious, not to mention the structure of the water and the changes and like beautiful pure water compared to water that's been, you know, in a microwave or something like that affects the molecules. But water is so profoundly beautiful and mysterious and life-giving, and the flow, even the feeling of when you're immersed in water, even the feeling of a shower or
And getting lighter. Or
yes, yes. So on so many levels, I just think
Mhm.
water itself
Mhm.
is
It's a
beautiful.
mystery.
Yeah,
It is a mystery. And every culture in its genesis mention water on the very beginning
yeah,
as a mystery, as the thing to part it so the Turtle Island emerges or the land is created or the deep in Jewish tradition. So yes, the traditions, the religious tradition recognize the mystery of the water and the fact that we are, as we born,
I was
we
just
are
going to say that.
90% of water,
And
yes.
we're surrounded by water, by liquid in
And
the
we,
womb.
in a womb, we emerge from water.
Yeah,
It's, yes, so, and for me, it's also the heart, the heart which circulates the whole goodness of fluids to everywhere, to every cell, to nurture, to nourish, to surround, to cleanse, to whatever, and connection with the spiritual.
yeah,
It's through heart, the intuition, the connection with the higher realms. happens through the heart.
The portal within the heart.
Mhm.
And also the heart, a lot of the heart chakra energy and opening your heart is again that feminine energy and helps open intuition, connecting to your guidance. It's like all of these things are linked in such a beautiful tapestry. Mm. Well, is there anything
Oh, I
else
love
you
it.
want to say before we end?
Oh, well, I want to thank you.
Thank you.
Let's do it again.
Yes, this
I
was
mean,
fun.
it was really kind of, we went into the flow, we went into the heart, we went into our comfort and just improvised. I love it.
Thank you so much, Jadwiga. I always love talking to you, and really, really, I mean that. I love talking to you.
Thank you. The same here. The same here. We found each other. Now we can talk about everything.